everybody. Actually, I'm at work right now, so that's why I'm wearing this fancy camouflage jacket. You probably didn't even see me though, because it blended right in. Well, I'm in the wrong surroundings. I was in the trees, and you wouldn't be able to see me because it's like a real tree white camouflage. Anyway, love this jacket. Okay, so I do appreciate all of your views or whatever, all the positive comments about my last video about the toilet paper roll changing. Today we are going to do a video on the turn signals on your car. Now, I could make this like a big rant video because some drivers just don't use their turn signals or whatever. But then I thought, Agvadi, they do not know how to use it. Maybe they've never been told, they've never been trained. Like their car is too new, they don't know. Or they are maybe older drivers that when they first started to learn how to drive, that was never in their car or vehicle. No, maybe not car, but in their vehicle, and they're just not sure the procedures or whatever and how to use it. So today is going to be a little bit of an instructional, just educational about the turn signal stick, whatever you want to call it, the piece in your car. Sorry, I'm not very technological. Now, I did a little bit of research on the Google there, and according to the Google, it is on the left-hand side of your steering wheel if your vehicle is an LHD. Okay, that means left-hand drive. Now, the reason why I say left-hand drive is because there's lots of right-hand drives. And I guess in a right-hand drive, the signal indicator would therefore be on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. Which, I guess for driving a right-hand drive, you just need to flip everything over, even in your brain, about where everything is. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the... Okay. Oh, I'll pause it. Video a bit. All right, so on the left-hand side of my steering wheel, see right here, is the turn signal stick, is what I call it, the indicator, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now don't be confused with the set and the clear on there. That is for something to do with this, and there's a like a odometer reading and all that jazz. That doesn't really concern me, I guess. Anyway, the arrow up and down has two meanings now, okay? So it means, number one, that it can turn menus. See, look, if I turn it up, then it goes to nothing. Then if I turn it up again, then it goes to that. That tells you how many kilometers I drive. And holy days, and I don't drive very good. Anyway, go back to the speed here, because that's where I like it. All right, so now... right, and then there's the headlights. Okay, so I drive a 2014 Cruze. It took me, no, it wasn't with this car, it was with my other car. I had a Journey, and it took me a long time to realize or to find out how to turn your brights on. So if you turn your brights, if you pull the turn signal indicator or the turn signal handle, whatever you want to, lever forward, it just goes bright like while you have it turned up, okay? But if you push it down, like towards your dash or whatever, then it goes on all the time. No, it doesn't want to do that. Well, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, and then this here is for the menu for that, because it goes for like when my husband does oil changes on my car, okay? Anyway, so this is your turn signal indicator. Now, the idea is that if you are turning left, you want to turn this down. And if you are turning right, then you want to turn this up. Okay? Now, Flaky did not know that. So I will show you. It's not something that maybe everybody is comfortable with, maybe, or they are, they don't know how this all works. Okay, and it does take a little bit of effort to get yourself en avant, like trained, to use your turn signal when you are changing lanes, or when you are turning a corner, or you want to turn off the highway because your phone is ringing or texting and it's important, and you need to not be texting and driving. But now if you're a passenger, that's a different story. Then you wouldn't worry about this. But or if you have a flat tire and you want to indicate that you are turning into the shoulder, but then you would, once you're in the shoulder, then you would want to use this hazard thing, and that does, let me see if I can show you. That makes both of them go crazy. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. People don't think that I'm nuts here. Okay, so again, left, turning it down is if you want to turn left, and clicking it up means you want to turn right. Okay, so now a good indicator is to making sure that you have the right direction. You never know, you could be confused about which is left and which is right. Is it up, down? Do you turn it around? Like, what do you do here? So you can turn it down for left, right? So then on your left hand side, see, it shows right there, the blanky, blanky, blanky. Okay, and then once you're done, some vehicles, these newer vehicles, are so fancy, they just turn off all by themselves. It's so cool that way. And then if you want to go right, then you can turn it up, and then it'll show on your right hand side of your dials or whatever that it is going right. See, blinky, blinky, blinky. Now, that was a little bit fast. Maybe I should do that again, just so you guys are really I really understand what I'm saying here. Okay, so down is left. Okay, and then up just turns it all off. So now it's in the middle, right? And then you want to turn it up for right. Now, if your signal indicator, like it's happened to me before, all of a sudden just goes crazy and it is blinking way faster than normal, that would be an indicator that your signal light is broken, it's burnt out, something like that. Now, let me just dispel this rumor or myth, shall we say, that there is such a thing as signal light fluid, blinker fluid, what they all often will call it. There is no such thing. Okay, so now if you are a young person and you are just learning how to drive and all that, don't let your parents fool you with that. I mean, it's funny as a parent. I am a parent, and it is funny if you can play a little prank like that on your kids, especially when they're older. But you know what? Some kids get really embarrassed and they have self-confidence issues and all that jazz. So if you are one of those people that has an issue with that kind of thing, just know there is no such thing as blinker fluid. But don't let that stop you from maybe playing that prank on your own children or somebody else, because that would be it's quite funny, actually. I watched the videos of parents doing that to their kids, and it is actually rather humorous. Anyway, I hope that we are all trained, educated, whatever you want to call it. I gave a little bit of knowledge on the turn signal indicator. It is a good idea to use it if you are in the city and even in a small town, on a busy highway, things like that. If you're the only one on the highway, I mean, you probably don't need to turn your signal light on to let nobody know that you're changing lanes or turning off the highway. But it's a good way for people not to hit you because sometimes they're texting and driving, or they're not paying attention, or whatever the case may be. Okay, you guys have yourselves a good day, and we will chat with you later.